Hi there, my name is Jingfei Chen. I'm the product manager of Flow Designer within ServiceNow. I'm here to answer some of the frequently asked questions that I receive from customers. And one of the questions is, how should I structure my flow? In order to create a flow, you need to know the four main types of component on Flow Designer, and they are trigger, action, flow logic, and subflow. Let's actually learn them using an example. So trigger means the condition that determines the flow should run in the first place or not. So if you think about it as if this and that, trigger is the first if statement. If trigger satisfy, your flow will run. Otherwise, your flow will not run. In this example right here, I'm showing on the screen, trigger is incident created or updated. So that means any incident that's created or updated will have this flow run as a result of that triggering condition being satisfied. Action is the smallest unit of automation that does not make sense to break it down any further. So an example I'm showing on the screen is lookup incident task records, where parent is the triggering incident. This isn't one example of action. Action can be sometimes provided out of box. Those are core ServiceNow actions such as lookup records, create record, delete, update record. These are core actions. Sometimes they're application specific. So you will have actions about change management or get change approval or retrieve JIRA tickets. Those are application specific. You can also have third-party actions. JIRA ticket or get information from a JIRA ticket. That's actually one example from third-party actions, where the action not only stay within ServiceNow, it actually go out to a third-party system and then retrieve information back. So flow logic controls complex execution of the flow. So for example, maybe you don't want a part of the flow to run every single time. You want that part to run only conditionally once a condition is satisfied. If that's the case, you can put that part of the flow into a if statement. So if is one example of flow logic. There are a lot of flow logics. You can go really creative with that. You can have if, you can have loop. So that's for each. You can, do the following actions while a condition exists or while a condition satisfies. So that's do while. And then you can go parallel. You can do the following in parallel. You can make a decision, and depends on the decision result, you can run certain part of the flow. You can go back to an earlier part of the flow. You can get very creative. You can wait for a condition, wait for a duration of time. All these things are possible with flow logic. So your flow it's not going to be only linear. You can really make complex logic within the same flow. Finally, subflow. Subflows are reusable subset of the flow. So in this example I'm showing on the screen, it's actually called business process approval flow. So this is a subflow that you can say, oh, this subflow is not only used in this one flow I'm showing on the screen, it can be reused by other flows. The reason why you want to use subflow is to make sure you are packaging a reusable chunk of the flow into a subflow so that they can be leveraged consistently by multiple flows. There's no limit on how many or subflow you can refer in a flow. You can also refer a subflow within another subflow. So if something will be reused and you want to ensure everybody reuse the same piece of code or same piece of flow, you want then package that in a subflow. I hope that clears, or I hope that makes sense. And thank you.